Falcons, next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, CD, you look at the Cardinals in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And this would be his 2nd NFL start. Last week was about what you'd expect to see from a rookie quarterback. Had some good moments, but not enough to lead his guys to victory. Now we'll have to see how he handles adversity because on the college level, he didn't lose a whole lot of games.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. To throw is Ross. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Ross on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. first touchdown of the new season. And the Cards are on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll run on 1st down. Knox, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
The Cardinals had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. Well, sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And really, you can't have a better situation than this. First and goal at the 1.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's when you say the apple dropped on his head, right?
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. And that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. Now Ross to throw on 3rd down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll set up a throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Ross throwing middle, and it's complete. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Hands it off out of the gun.
They find some open field here.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's Ross on 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ross. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Here's a give up the middle. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Ross now from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And here now come the Falcons. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and sending them back on the sack.
Well, that's what we have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been coughing them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Ross. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. Second and 3. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Knox. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
And connecting here with Pittman on the out route.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were losers to New England a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead here as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ross. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
To throw is Ross. Throwing on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Ross on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now Ross to throw on 2nd down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Ross. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Ross. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incomplete formations have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Ross. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll kick things off here in Florida. San Francisco making the long trip across 3 time zones to take on Tampa Bay. And it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. The 49ers were winners last week, so they're trying to start their campaign at 2-0. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. 27-13 was the final. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Check on the Patriots. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. The Pats were winners last week. They're looking to get to 2-0, and they lead at home. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's Ross looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Ross now on 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. To throw is Ross from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open receiver, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Second down and 3.
Off the bootleg. Ross. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Looking to throw. Ross. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Stop short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. Here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2nd and 11.
Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Knox. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
The teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Knox. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've got their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ross. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Ross. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons offense set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to him on 1st down. To about the 35, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Knox, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
He'll keep it himself.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was wasn't necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
The Falcons ready to take over. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run on first down. Knox. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Cardinals are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Ross to throw on second down. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Now Ross throwing on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Back to throw again. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now a handoff up the middle. Knox. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Knox. And this time he is in. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
All eyes on the Cardinals now. down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Ross, throwing to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The throw over the middle, taken in. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. Bye-bye, Beasley. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ross now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Ross. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is run out on this ball game.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Falcons, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.